Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Today I'll be potting on my Cordyline fruticosa or Thai plants. These are house plants which are tropical, uh, belong to tropical parts of Asia such as Papua New Guinea, Northern Australia, places like that, and I like high humidity and obviously warm temperatures. So these I keep inside my house for the winter time, but at this time of the year it's a perfect time to pot them on, and so I'm going to pot them on now and show you what mix they like. So these are my Cordyline fruticosa or Thai plants which I'm going to pot on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out of the pots, remove about a third of the compost from each root ball, and then repot it in the same pot. So that's known as repotting. So I'm going to tap the pot on all the way around, and then just loosen it over this pot. So I'm going to dispose of all the old compost in the garden to improve the borders as a soil conditioner, and I'm going to just shake off the loose compost and then just take a little bit off all the way around. As I said before, remove about a third of that all the way around and at the bottom, and you can see the fleshy roots, what they look like underneath. Just take out those worms, and then that will eventually fit into the same pot, as you can see there. So the soil mix I'm going to use to repot my Cordyline fruticosa or Thai plants is 50% multi-purpose compost, 30% of orchid compost, so it's made of bark, and it's also got some clay granules in there as well. 20% of perlite, and perlite is a volcanic rock heated to a high temperature, and it's very lightweight and it's excellent for drainage. And a handful of horticultural grit. I'll also be adding some controlled release fertiliser. This will feed for 6 months, and I've put 40 grams here, which it works out about 4 grams per litre of compost. So I'm just going to mix that up now. So I'm going to mix this really well together now. Probably mix the orchid bark with the multi-purpose first of all. Those are the biggest quantities. Also add some of the controlled release fertiliser. And finally the perlite. So obviously you can see this is going to produce a really open mix. That's key for cordylines because they hate waterlogging. They want that water to just run through readily. So lots of air spaces in the compost. Also the roots love to get through a very loose compost too. Let's get in there now. So as you can see, we're trying to create pretty much a woodlandy type mix. So I'm going to put a scoop of this compost in the bottom of that pot, then just check it for depth. So yeah, that's about right. Keep it central of course, and then put the compost in all the way around. What I like to do is I fill it up to the top level, without pushing it down at this point. And you can see that I grow them in terracotta pots because they're porous and that'll help with the drainage. So I'm just going to level that off because there's slightly too much in there. So I haven't pushed it down yet, but I will now. So give that a good firm all the way around, just so that there's good contact with the roots. And I'll just top it up a little bit more in places because it's a little bit low. But it's always important to leave a gap on the top, at least a centimetre or so, or two, so that when you water it, it won't just keep running over the sides. So something like that. So that's all of my Thai plants or cordyline fruticosa potted on. I'm going to give those a good water now and return them to the house for another couple of weeks. And then what I'll do for the summer is I'll put them outside in a shady spot where they get morning light but shade from the afternoon sun. And they really do thrive outside in the UK summer, just for the summertime. So it's a perfect time of the year to pot on these and other house plants. Now it's May. Obviously the weather's warming up, the sun's strong, things are really wanting to grow. So do pot on some of your house plants if they need a pot on now. So I hope you've enjoyed my video this week. If you have, please subscribe or like or add a comment to my channel. And on my next video I've got a real treat for you, so be sure to look out for that one. And so see you soon everyone. Bye.